What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Professor Layton and the Last Specter. Last time we were investigating around the market because we're looking for Seamus, but it turns out some sort of kid's been running around on a shopping spree. Naturally, we deduced last time that Seamus is Tony, the brother of Ariana, but they haven't figured it out yet. I'm sure they'll learn that soon enough. That rich kid from High Yard Hill was here shopping earlier. Is he a friend of yours? I don't make friends with the patrons. I might talk up our best auction clients, but that's it. I see. Anyway, he was on a shopping spree. He was buying candy, groceries, and household stuff, like toilet paper. Large quantities, too. He was here to stock up. Do what you will with that info, but I know something fishy when I see it. Yes, that certainly seems like something worth investigating. The Black Raven does good work. Don't say that name out loud, sheesh! My apologies, Crow. Thank you very much for the info. You got it! We didn't find out anything, and we lost Seamus. Now what do we do? We learned quite a bit, actually. And if I'm correct, there may be an incident in town very soon. I don't really know what that means, but okay. I guess I'll just walk around until we find something. Nothing yet. Goodbye, Taffy. Ah! What's going on? Let's head east and find out. Where? Professor! What is it, Emmy? A witch's mark. Those appear if the residents speak ill of Ariana. A witch's mark. And a candy wrapper. Just as I suspected. Oh, dirty Tony, how oh well. Whoever lived in that house slandered the Bard name. Typical. When Mr. Bard owned the land around here, folks complained quite a bit. Who can blame them? But that's no reason to be bad-mouthed. Bad-mouthing his little girl. I agree. I think I have the solution to our little enigma here. Really, Mr. Layton? Let's look at what has happened since we left Bard Manor. Why were we looking for Seamus? Love, what? To gain her trust? To get Ariana to trust us. We wanted to befriend Seamus so we'd be on Ariana's good side. Well, I suppose that's not entirely wrong, but there is a specific way to gain her trust. Oh, let's see. To clear her name, right, because she's being accused of a witch. Was it to clear her name? Correct. If we can prove that she is not cursed, maybe she'll help us. Since Seamus is the only servant left, we thought he might give us some helpful information. But then we lost track of Seamus. We heard that he was spotted in a boat, and that he frequented the market, so we tried to follow him. We didn't see him in the market, though, but we did get some good information there. Which person of interest was seen shopping at the market? A boy from High Yard Hill. Do you mean the boy from High Yard Hill? Yes. Crow said he saw a boy buying food and everyday items, and there was Aunt Taffy's candy. You think the candy has anything to do with our investigation? Yes, I think it does. We saw the witch's mark. Did we see anything else there? Was there another clue near the witch's mark that we just talked about 30 seconds ago? Yes, a candy wrapper. A candy wrapper was lying there. That's correct, Emmy. Now, who could that have belonged to? That boy from High Yard Hill bought some of... No, he bought all of Aunt Taffy's candy. That is correct. What are you saying, Professor? What happened to Seamus? let's head back to Bart Manor. It's better if I just show you. Oh, I'm so smart and there's no time to explain. I'll just have to show you with my brilliant mind.
Alright now, calm down, you lot. It's just a silly prank. There's no need to fly out now. Just take a deep breath and relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try it again from the top.
Officer Fish, please, shut your goddamn mouth.
Whew, feeling a bit lightheaded. Okay, now what's going on here?
I don't want to listen to Cuckoo Cachoo, so I'm just gonna leave. We're going to the manor.
Hey there, how y'all doing?
Hey there, Bucky. What are you so excited about?
Forget me, you're the excited one. The wait's over. The High Yard Hill boat landing is now open. Control yourself, please. We all know my boats are the best way to get around, but let's stay calm.
I have a feeling Bucky would like us to take one of his boats. Because no one is riding them, therefore he's not making enough money, so his business is about to go out of business. He'll have to declare bankruptcy. He'll have to foreclose his home. Very sad. The South Pier is now open. If you want to ride, Bucky has some great boats. Boats, boats, boats. We're going to 3. Yes. Yes. We're almost there. I could talk with them. I thought only rich people lived in High Yard Hill. Yeah, this place is all run down. I wouldn't let my dog sleep here. So that's why you're here, dirty thieves. Scoundrels. I see someone down by the lake. Let's go down there and get a better look through this fog. Where are we going? Ah, it says right there, here, okay.
Hey, is that Ariana? Ariana? Why are you following me? Go away. If you do not leave me alone, I will not be responsible for what might happen.
You are not actually cursed, my dear. And we can prove it.
What?
Ariana, you are not at all what they say.
He's right.
The Calamity Witch is a myth. An interesting one, but a fabrication nonetheless. It was created to protect you, Ariana.
What are you talking about? Protect me?
Yes. I understand why your protector kept you in the dark all this time.
What?
It was better all along that you did not know. The one behind the curse was none other than... You there, young man.
Ew, that's some gross sounds to make.
That's ridiculous.
You are aware of the witch's curse, that bad things happen to people who speak ill of you. Well, it is not a curse, just a simple trick.
What do you mean?
Seamus took note of people who said nasty things about you, and he then painted the witch's mark on their homes. Rumors of a curse then spread throughout Miss Tallery, and the townspeople began to suspect that you were actually a witch. It was Seamus who created the rumor of the witch's curse.
Is this true?
Seamus, I know you think you're helping Ariana, but you're acting like a child.
Well, Emmy, there is a good reason for that.
And what would that be?
Seamus, why don't you show us who you really are?
Tony? I couldn't forgive the people who said mean things about my sister. Tony? What have you done?
Professor, how did you know this?
There were many pictures of Ariana with a young boy, but he was nowhere to be found, although we saw many signs of his presence.
I'm sorry my brother caused so much trouble. We just wanted to be left alone. We don't want people to fear us.
We are looking for the Spectre's flute, Ariana. Can you help us? Your father purchased it on the black market.
The Spectre's flute? I don't know anything about it.
Ariana, please. You don't have to be afraid anymore.
You don't know anything about me.
Perhaps we should all calm down a bit.
I told you, I don't know anything about a flute. Now leave!
Ariana, I'm sorry.
She's definitely hiding something, Professor.
Ariana, if you want us to leave, we'll leave.
We will?
Yes. Emmy, we should go now.
Lame. Still not helping. Except I'm not gonna leave until I talk to you again. I have nothing more to say to you people! Yeah! Leave! Retreat for now. Luke, do you know what Ariana is so afraid of? I think this is a good time to talk about that. And perhaps what we may be afraid of as well. You mean, the Spectre? It's okay, Luke. It is very scary. Emmy, you don't understand the true terror of the Spectre. The Spectre threatens to do more than just destroy our town. What do you mean? The Spectre can destroy the very fabric of our families. It ruins not just our houses, but our homes. When we become filled with fear, our hearts go cold, and I fear that has already happened. You think that this is something the Spectre can do to people? The Spectre has been a part of Miss Tollery for generations. It hears all. It's listening to us now. And under the fog of its powers, the keepers of the town become nothing more than pawns. Like my father. Well, you can't win a chess game without pawns. Luke. Mr. Layton, you're everything I hoped you'd be. I'm so glad that I chose to seek the help of an adult from outside of Miss Tollery. You have not disappointed me. The Spectre, the Witch, Mr. Bard, this is all happening so fast.
Where is the family? What did the police say?
Why, Papa? How could you leave us? Why?
Glad he's gone.
You reap what you sow.
Good riddance.
Ariana? Ariana, are you all right? Is there anything I can do?
Don't touch me! Go away! Go back to your nice family and your perfect little house! I hate you! I hate everyone!
Ariana?
Just go and leave me alone. I mean it, Luke.
Ariana was never the same after that day. It wasn't long until the Spectre began appearing. Really? Ever since that day, it's been as if Miss Tollery was cursed. Blech. People have been getting sick. My mother disappeared. What do you mean? My father says she's traveling, but she wouldn't just go on a trip without telling me. I know her. My own father's lying to me. He's under the power of the Spectre. I know he is. The Spectre will take over the heart and soul of every man and woman in this town. And its fear will then reach out and take over the entire world. That's very dramatic. And do you think that Ariana feels this way as well? Is that why she won't speak to us? She doesn't know who you are or what you really want. She's already lost so much. Professor, I don't know about all of this. I sensed Clark's unease as soon as we arrived. He certainly isn't acting like himself. Luke, I believe that the Spectre has these powers you describe. What? The Spectre, it changes people. It seems that all of this began with Mr. Bard's passing. We need to look into the details surrounding his death. We must access the police reports. Of course. Luke, I promise that I will solve the mystery that plagues this town. You will? I always keep my promises. That is the duty of an English gentleman. Oh, thank you, Mr. Layton. Let's make a visit to the police station. Good thing we know exactly where that is. Let's go. No time to waste. Goodbye, Manor. Goodbye, windmill. Goodbye, children. Let's see, down. We need to get to the plaza and then make a right. Which is right over here. Nobody gets in without the chief say so. Move along now. Oh, really? Well, we have rather urgent business here with the chief, so let us in. Now. Okay, why didn't you just say so? Forgive me, right this way. You coward. And how may I help you? My name is Professor Layton, and I am investigating the Spectre by request of the mayor. I need to look at some records. Well, the chief is out investigating the Spectre as well. Can't show you nothing till he gets back. We need the chief's permission, sorry. It's official police policy. Our archives go to Scotland Yard every year. If you need something now, you can check there. Amusing. When do you expect the chief to be back? Tough to say. Could be few as 5 hours. Could be as many as 10. Thank you. You've been helpful. This is a problem. We're not getting any help here, and it looks like the chief won't be back anytime soon. And this is just a hunch, but even when the chief does return, he may not show us the records unless we connect Bard's death and the Spectre. We better off going all the way to Scotland Yard. Wait, why not? Professor, I'll go back to London and search for the files in their archive. Emmy, I doubt Scotland Yard will grant you access to their files. Oh, really? I've got connections. Besides, I can't just wait around for 10 hours. I'll be back with the files. This is what assistants are for, right? Well, I suppose. I would be grateful, Emmy, then Luke and I could continue our investigation here. If you don't mind, can you drop by the university to pick up my notes and the recent newspapers? Notes and newspapers will do. Emmy, wait! We need a place to meet when you return. Good idea. That's why you're here, Prof. So where should we meet? The library? That should be a good place to look over everything. The library, got it. I'll be back in a flash. You'll never even know I was gone. Wow, look at her go. I hope she's a safe driver. Too bad it's not America, where we have the Freedom of Information Act, and we can just go to the DA's office and request it because it's all public record. Yeah. Especially if it's a cold case. Chapter 6, London's Hidden Secret. I made good time. Now to get those papers from Professor wanted. Where would the professor keep his notes? Well, this is kind of cool. Oh, he must be isn't he the dean? Emmy, I've been looking for you. Dean Delmona. I was worried that something happened to you. Sorry, sir, the professor's investigation is proceeding well. I'm here to get materials for him. I see. That's just grand. So Layton is not in London at the moment? That is correct, sir. My apologies for leaving without informing you. No, that's quite all right. It must have been very important business then. I'm sure that he will write a thorough paper upon his return. Layton's office is down the hallway there. Check the nameplates. Thank you very much, sir. By the way, Emmy, if you're not too rushed, may I ask your help? Of course, sir. Well, you see, there's a puzzle that I'm having trouble with. My little granddaughter asked me if I could solve it, but I'm on the verge of giving up. Were I due to do that, I'm sure my granddaughter would lose all respect for her grandpa. We can't allow that, sir. I'd be happy to help. Embarrassing. 20? I like it. Here is a bookshelf crammed with thick, heavy encyclopedias, arranged as shown. All the books have the same depth, and they fit together onto the shelf. There's one book that nobody ever takes from the shelf first. No matter who's browsing the shelf, touch which book that is. Bookshelf crammed with thick, heavy encyclopedias. Same depth, and they fit perfectly onto the shelf. interesting. What could it be? A book that no one touches. Well, there's no dust or anything, and, it seems like 8 would be really difficult to pull out, because there's no way to grab it, you know? I'm gonna go with 8, because with 7 here, you would need to take out 7 before you can take out 8. I would be surprised if that was the solution, though.
I'll handle this one, Professor.
No way! Is that the reason, though?
That puzzle was no problem.
Is that the reason? Oh, number 8 is the only one book that cannot be taken out first. Ah, I got it right! Yeah! Ah, I see you're the perfect person to assist Layton. Keep up the good work, Emmy. Leave it to me, sir. Professor Layton is in good hands. I knew I could rely on you. And with that, why don't we end this video here? So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.